It's Brian Preston, the money guy.
Tax projections and planning to make our favorite uncle happy. This is your last chance, and this is where I put on my CPA visor. And I think about this is that if you're a person that gets big bonuses at year end, maybe you're in something with commissions or sales, or something like that, and you are worried because remember you have to worry about what's called underpayment penalties. If you have a big year compared to last year, you need to make sure that your tax obligations are paid up. The cool thing about tax withholding, if you've got bonuses and other things, it doesn't matter if you pay your tax withholding, meaning out of your paycheck, January 1st or December 31st. The IRS looks at that money all the same. So as long as you get it funded by year end, you'll get out of a lot of issues. It's also a good time for you to look at doing tax projections to see if you need to make an estimated tax payment by January 15th. If you live in a state that's deductible and you don't have to worry about those SALT caps, you probably want to make your state estimated tax payment before December 31st. But pay attention to where you are in that $10,000 SALT limit that we have now with the new tax laws.
This is what I love about tax projections, and this is actually a pet peeve of mine, and I'm going to say this, and if you're someone out there who's recently sent me this email, it's not a big deal, but a lot of folks will wait till the end of the year and they say, hey, what do I need to do for taxes this year? Well, what do I need to be thinking about? Well, the beautiful thing about doing a tax projection now for next year is when the best time to do your tax planning is at the beginning of the year, before the year happens, rather than the end of the year, because you can do a lot more starting in January than you can go back and try to fix in December. So tax projections are a great way to get out ahead of that and make sure you are setting yourself up for success. Here's the one caveat we'll throw out there. 2018 has been kind of a unique year because all the tax laws changed. So if you base all of your projecting off of what 2017 was, it may or may not be perfect because 2018 is going to look a little bit different. So I've had a lot of folks say, hey, tax law just changed. Do I need to go adjust my W-4, my withholding? Do I need to change that? Maybe you can, maybe you can't. I would probably wait until you actually file your tax return to see how much your taxes have changed before you start making big changes.
It will be. It's kind of like when people have go into a different season of life, like they go from working to retirement. I always tell them it takes like 2 years for you to figure out what your tax situation is going to look like in the future. This year is kind of going to be like that for everybody because the tax rules have changed so much with lower tax rates as well as just caps on deductions on certain things, but then also much higher standard deductions. So it'll be interesting to see how this all works and see how what changes happen over the coming years.
That's right.